Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Mathews, your NWS Revolution play-by-play commentator for Revolution Impact and NWS Revolution pay-per-views. And today, Josh Mathews, am gonna give you my NWS Revolution Impact pack review. What a good show it was. Okay, the commentators put a show with me, Josh Mathews, Don Collis, and Matt Stryker. Alright, NWS commentators, me and Don Collis welcome the fans to the Tennessee State Fairgrounds Sports Arena in Nashville, Tennessee, home of Impact Wrestling in the Asylum. And we won down the match cut. I, Josh Mathis, say we will see matches. We will feature to Jason the Situation versus Negan again. And we also see Shane McMahon versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Callis gets on the mic and says, we will also see Ian Clean versus Castillo. I, Josh Mathis, get back on the mic and say, we will see Jesse James versus Michael Scars, mine versus Michael Nax Murderer. And there was a word going on that the winner of the triple threat match will be the 30th entrance. We don't in the Royal Rumble. We don't know if that's still a thing though. And then I, Josh Mathis, also say we will have Jack Harvey versus Sir Robert Knight in a lumberjack match. And the main event will be Mitchell Mayat versus Scott Gale Esquire inside a glass steel cage match for the NWS Universal Championship. Don Callis gets back on the mic and says Matt Stryker will have a sit-down interview with NWS World Heavyweight Champion Dallas Kellerman. General Jerry has decided to take the night off from competing so we can have an NWS Intercontinental Championship coronation. I, Josh Mathers, got back on the mic and tells the fans to enjoy the show as me and Callis go to commentary with Matt Stryker and plug the first match. And it says qualifying match of Jason the Situation defeated Negan. This was the opening match as Jason the Situation and Negan traded blows and wrestled back and forth. Negan gave Jason the Situation a power slam in Zaguri, then Jason the Situation spears Negan down and gives him a body slam, then a DDT and flapjack. Then he gave Negan a backbreaker missile dropkick as Negan fought Jason the Situation off and gave him a double underhook powerbomb and airplane spin and a posse cutter. And guillotine choked on a backdrop suplex as Jason the Situation battled back for a big splash and bolo punch, and Jason the Situation hits a lariat and lands a moonsault on Negan as Negan is able to drop Jason the Situation with a Frankenstein as it goes for the pinfall, but Jason the Situation puts his foot on the rope and gives Negan a cattle mutilation and plants the end of days on Negan for the 1-2-3. We win the Jason the Situation as this match lasted 10 minutes. Qualified for the Royal Rumble. Well, Jack Harvey and Jesse Escobedo will take care of that situation, just letting know if it was a qualifying match. But that's what it says and it was announced. But anyway, it is what it is. But then backstage, Michael Cole interviews Shane McMahon and asks him his thoughts on facing the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Shane praises Rhodes for all he has accomplished in WWE, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, congratulated him on being the Executive Vice President of AEW All Elite Wrestling and wishes him the best. But tonight is all about a chance to qualify for the number entries in the Royal Rumble. And Shane says he will do whatever he can and says, may the best man win. Michael Cole asks about Sir Robert Knight. Shane O'Mac calls Sir Robert Knight an annoying parasite, gutless coward, mind-controlling freak, then a waste of space and perfectly good oxygen. And come this Sunday, he will finally shut him up once and for all. Very strong words from Shane McMahon. And then we have to go to a boring thing. We go to boring time. MD Agents Incorporated, Skybox, Sweden, they're having a catering party. With food such as KFC, food from KFC, food from Red Robin, Olive Garden, and steak and barbecue, pork chops, and King Cody Bernard is partying with them, with the Agents Incorporated. And then Advocate Dan Abbott says Shane McMahon is running his mouth and disrespecting his client, Sir Robert Knight. Knight says he is not bloody surprised, and because Shane O'Mac loves to run his mouth and he's nothing more than a witch snob and peasant who needs to be silenced. Scott Gale Esquire agrees with his best close friend forever and brother for life, Sir Robert Knight says tonight he will put sleepy crackhead Mitchell Mayat out of his misery. Then at Revolution Rumble, he will put power-hungry owner Jack Harvey down and leave him in a pool of his own blood for running his mouth, spreading lies about the Agents Incorporated and polluting the environment. Oh God! NWS World Heavyweight Champion Dallas Kellerman gives Scott and Knight his full support and says he will adjust Jack Harvey in the state of the NWS dress in a sit-down interview with Matt Stryker. So up night says tomorrow him and Scott Casey will take the West the Agents Incorporated out to lunch at Arnold's Country Kitchen for pizza dinner at 5 Points Pizza East. Agents said they are looking forward to it and begged them for the catering party in Skybox Suite. One of the fans came into Skybox Suite and wanted KFC, but NWS Intercontinental Champion General Jerry told him to get his greasy hands off his KFC because it is not for him. It is only for the Agents Incorporated. Dallas Cunningham tells the fan to stay away from the food because it does not have his name on it. Scott Casey Gill tells the Esquire tells the fan to take a hike and calls him thick on disgust and a disgusting slob. Robin Knighton tells the fan to get his own food and kicks him out. The boy looks sad and leaves King Cody Bernard laughs and says serves that pumpkin white for barging in on him. And Cody says how proud he is of his new buddy Scott Casey Esquire looks up to him now and the Agents Incorporated. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I commentary say, what a bunch of with disgust, what a bunch of ungrateful jerks. All the fan wanted to do was have some KFC and the Agents Incorporated have to be bullies and refuse to share. Don Connor says that was a little mean. And I say a little mean, that was a lot mean. And Matt Strike agreed with me as we talked the next match. I gotta say, I'm just, oh god, I'm getting sick to death of hearing Scott Casey Esquire and so up and I talk about how the environment is polluted. Enough is enough. You're putting people to sleep. Just shut the hell up, Scott Casey Gale. So but nobody wants to hear about how you keep bragging on how the environment is polluted and all that crap. I mean, come on, man. My God. And then Shane McMahon defeated the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. This was the second match. Matches Shane O'Mac and Rhodes had a great wrestling match with Rhodes taking down Shane and giving him the Dark Man Inzguri. Then Shane gives Rhodes the Shane O'Mac shuffle, then speared him down as he gave Rhodes a monkey flip and a baseball slide. And Rhodes hit Shane with a leapfrog and double arm DDT and Alabama slam. Then a drop kick and running knee and Russian leg with Red Moonstone and inverted suplex slam as Shane hit a Boston Crab on Rhodes and gave him a Bronco Buster, then an elbow drop and locked him in a sharpshooter. But Rhodes did not submit and gave Shane a straight jacket DDT and beautiful disaster falling star as he went to pin Shane, but he kicked out and took Rhodes down and gave him a shooting star press, which fans chanted, "Holy shit, and this is awesome." Rhodes knocked Shane in a sleeper hold and planted the Diamond Dust and Silver Spoon, but Shane kicked out as Rhodes locked Shane in the American Nightmare, delivered the Dinge Fire as Shane gets his shoulder up. And Rhodes plants the crossroads and goes to pin him, but Shane has his foot on the ropes and gives Rhodes a camel clutch and float over DDT and inverted face lock neckbreaker and elbow drop. Then delivers a leap of faith, then the coast to coast for the pinfall. Winner Shane McMahon via pinfall coast to coast. 14 minutes after the match, Shane McMahon and Cody Rhodes shake hands as a sign of respect. And then me and Striker Sand commentator for a non-wrestler. You got to give Shane McMahon credit and respect for being able to defeat Cody Rhodes clean. And Don Counts agrees. I got to say, wow. Got to give Shane McMahon and Cody Rhodes both credit. And then backstage, Jack Harvey is shown comforting the kid who the Agents Incorporated bullied out of the skybox and gives him a free KFC meal and a Dr. Pepper. And then Jack Harvey greets the fans at the concession stand and says how Scott Casey Gill Esquire and Sir Robert Knight were preaching about how hot dogs are toxic and bad for you and should not eat them. Jack says, well, I say hell no to them. Tells the fans they can eat and drink whatever they want. As Jack gives the fans hot dogs and hamburgers and french fries with soda and milkshakes. Jack then asked the fans, are we going to let those scumbags Scott Casey Gill Esquire and his boyfriend Sir Robert Knight tell us what we can and cannot eat? The fans say, hell no. What are we going to do? Jack says, the fans say, eat whatever we want. Jack says, General Jerry and Dallas refuse to share the meal. Well, I say, screw them because I share because I care. Unlike Scott Casey Gill and Sir Robert Knight and the rest of the cronies from the Agents Incorporated. Jack then gave the fans free ice cream and cake and pie, and from now on he will be treating fans with free meals and Mr. Jesse Acevedo, the general manager, will be paying for it. Speaking of general manager, Mr. Jesse Acevedo then gave the fans free pizzas and food and drinks in the audience to the arena. As me, Strike and Carlos listen, and to me, Strike and Carlos as well. And then the Agents Incorporated and the Skybox looked annoyed. Well, sorry, Agents Incorporated, but Jack Harvey is doing Jack Harvey, Mr. Jesse Acevedo are giving the fans what they want. If the fans want free meals, they have every right to. This is America. It's a free country. And then I say and commentate, what a nice and generous, caring gentleman Then Jack Harvey, Mr. Jesse Escobedo. So we plugged the next match in striker crease, and then Ian Cleanham defeated Castillo. This was the third match as Ian and Castillo trade blows, and Ian gives Castillo a Polish hammer crucifix and a cross chop as Castillo hits Ian with the brutal duet and brainbuster and keys the mountain, bowler punch, and Lou Fest fires in a back body drop that was Ian locks Castillo in the Comoa lock as Castillo does not submit and hits Ian with a body press and a big boot and a spinning heel kick. Ian battles back with an Irish weapon scoop slam and atomic chop. Ian and Castillo continue to wrestle back and forth with move up the move and submission after submission as Castillo drops Ian. The angel pattern goes to pin, but Ian gets a shoulder up and plants Castillo with the one-winged angel for the free kill. Winner Ian Clean via pinfall with one-winged angel. This match lasted 11 minutes. Gotta say, good match between Ian Clean and Castillo. And then it's the General Jerry NWS Intercontinental Championship coronation. Dan Lambert then comes out to a chorus of boos, and rightfully so, as he brings up the Agents Incorporated, Scott Kisegiro Esquire, Sir Rob Knight, and Dallas Conway. Scott insults the fans and calls them fickle and shameful. Knight calls the fans pig. Dallas tells the fans to keep quiet as the Agents Incorporated introduce new NWS Intercontinental Champion General Jerry. Jerry comes out to loud boos and sellout chants, and Jerry sucks chants as well. Jerry then tells the fans to shut the bloody hell up and stand up for his Intercontinental Championship coronation. Jerry says he will not thank the stupid fans because they don't deserve it, but he says he will thank his brothers, the Agents Incorporated, for believing in him and fully supporting him and giving him opportunities that he claims Jack Harvey and the fans never do. Jerry says, speaking of Jack Harvey, he wants to know his answer on when he accepts his challenge for ownership and when he will give him an answer. Jerry says he will give his answer. The answer will be in the video on NWSRevolution, not here in this top of his city known as Nashville, Tennessee, which is full of losers, Jerry says, and fat, ignorant, brainless snobs. Jerry declares himself the best, damn, greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Oh, please. The fans continue to boo and chant boring, boring, boring. And I, Josh Mathews, agree with the fans. Fans and chant General Jerry sucks. Then Jerry says, I suck? Well, if I suck, your mothers, grandmothers, aunts and sisters and wives taught me how. Jerry then mocks the fans and says they are the worst fans he has ever come across. And they are a bunch of smarks who cheer for no-life losers like Ian Clean and Jack Harvey and Mitchell Maya. Jerry then continues to berate the fans and said he is done wasting his time and then because he has better things to do. Scott Kisegiro Esquire got back on the mic. Oh God, somebody give me an aspirin. Scott Kisegiro is on the mic, and he said the Agents Incorporated have a no-touch clause and that nobody can touch them or lay a finger on them unless it's in the quality of a wrestling match. Scott also said he is pressing charges against Michael Cole for assaulting him in an interview. Robert Knight says he will defeat Jack Harvey in a lumberjack match in a couple minutes, and his chosen lumberjacks are the Agents Incorporated. No surprise, no surprise. Oh God, that Intercontinental Championship coronation was very, very boring. I mean, listening to the General Jerry talking Scott Kisegiro. Oh God, Scott Kisegiro. How much more longer do I have to put up with Scott Kisegiro and Sir Robert Knight preach about the environment and censorship and all that crap? Oh God, they sound like a broken record. And then Michael Cole interviews Jack Harvey backstage and asks him his thoughts on the Agents Incorporated no touch clause. Jack says they have just proven that they are cowards with no balls. Says he will save his revenge for Scott Kisegiro Esquire and wait until Revolution Rumble. But as far as tonight goes, he will beat the living shit out of Scott Kisegiro Esquire's butt buddy, boyfriend, Sir Rob Knight, as an example. And then me striking counter the next match. It's a lumberjack match. Jack Harvey defeated Sir Rob Knight with Dan Lambert. Scott Kisegiro Esquire led the Agents Incorporated as a choice of lumberjacks to attack Jack Harvey whenever he was thrown out of the ring. Jack Harvey had his own choice of lumberjacks. This was the fourth match as Jack wasted no time beating the hell out of Sir Rob Knight and wasting away on him as he gives him elbow strikes and bench presses and stomps some mud hole in him and walks it dry, tosses him out of the ring as the lumberjacks whip him and toss him back in the ring. As Jack continues the assault on Rob Knight until Dan Lambert trips him, allowing Knight to low blow Jack Harvey and beat him down as he locks him in the figure four, then chops him in the chest and gives him a flying elbow and slaps him about him, tosses him out of the ring for the Agents Incorporated to whip and assault and pull Jack Harvey back into the ring. A Silver Knight plants Jack the Knight Star drop as he goes to pin, but Jack has his foot on the rope. Knight gets mad at the weapon, shoves him, then gets a steel chair and is about to hit but Jack punches the chair right into Robert Knight's face and beats on him several times with that very steel chair. The agents incorporate say Jack is cheating, but the referee says he does not care. Then Jack Harvey lays out Robert Knight with the dirty deeds and Mike Check for the win. Winner Jack Harvey via pinfall with dirty deeds and Mike Check. Jack is about to brutalize Sir Robert Knight, but Scott Kisagale and the agents incorporated pull him to safety and get him out of harm's way. Well, Jack Harvey won, but it would have pushed it up to see Robert Knight get his ass kicked more. And then backstage, Michael Cole interviews General Manager Mr. Jesse Acevedo and asks him his thoughts on the Agents Incorporated and the stupid no-touch clause. The GM says he can't do anything but overruling the no-touch clause, but he can't put them in matches, and he will. So just because, so just so he will, and because of that, he has a list of opponents who want to kick the crap out of the Agents Incorporated, and that will stop this Sunday at Revolution 1 and continue on Revolution Impact and next Thursday. They will find out who the opponents are, and they will not like the type of matches that he puts them in. Gotta say, Mr. Jesse Acevedo laying the law down. And then I just represent commentary that I cannot wait to see the Agents Incorporated get what they deserve as me, so I can plug the fifth match. Then backstage, Michael Cole interviewed Jesse James Resurrect and asked him his thoughts on Dallas joining the Agents Incorporated and if he knew about it. Jesse says, "You will find out my answer in the promo, and that's all you need to know." And then we have over the top rope battle royal. Jesse James Resurrect defeated Michael Scott's Mind and Mike the Axe Murderer to earn the 30th entry in the Royal Rumble. This was the fifth match as Jesse James Resurrect, Scars, and Murder battled it out with Jesse giving both miners a death valley driver and Bulldog in a Japanese arm drag until the miners worked together and double teamed Jesse and gave him a double suplex. Miner then hits Jesse for Hurricane Rana as Murder clotheslines Jesse. Then he fights off both miners, gives him the JJR punch, the bicycle kick and lasso from El Paso. Then in the atomic trap and swinging neckbreak as Miner trips Jesse plants the Miner bomb and Scars of Mathews. Then Murderer delivers the Murder bomb as they double team him and Miner. They Miner sit down, pile drive him, and about to eliminate him, but Jesse fights him off and beats the hell out of them and gives them the Jesse go out and diving Bulldog. Then Miner fights back with a headbutt, axe handle, no elbow drop as Murderer gives Jesse an El Amira as Murderer is about to eliminate Jesse, but Miner shoves him out of the way and attempts to eliminate him. And then they get in the fight on who wants to eliminate Jesse, allowing Jesse to get his momentum back and hit Myers with a Falcon Arrow and backslide, then several wrestling moves until all three men are wrestled back and forth. Jesse then drops the Miners with the package pile driver and then eliminates both of them for a spot for 30th entry spot in the Royal Rumble. Winner Jesse James Resurrect via elimination, 18 minutes and 45 seconds. And I gotta say, this was a great match, really good match. I like this triple threat match. And then Matt Striker then gets up to prepare for his interview with NWS Heavyweight Champion Dallas Cannon and goes backstage to mock Team Robert Knight. Matt Striker interviews Scott Kisagale Esquire and asks him about Mitchell Myatt. Scott says Myatt is nothing but a worm in his path and does not stand a chance against him, and he will walk out still the NWS Universal Champion. Striker says, what does he think about Jack Harvey and Mr. Jesse Acevedo giving the fans free meals? Scott says it is pathetic and a waste of money because the fans are cheapskates, backpacks, and slobs who like to poison themselves with toxic garbage like hot dogs. That's from a concession stand where they don't know where the hot dogs have been or are made from. And as far as the boyfriend who snuck into Agents Incorporated, Scott says he is nothing more than a disgusting blob with half a brain. Still, Robert Knight then agrees with Scott and calls the fan a peasant who likes to stuff himself. Matt Striker goes off on Scott Kisagale Esquire and so Robert Knight makes fun of them, which upsets him. Scott says, Striker, how dare you, you horrible, fickle person. Robert Knight says, Striker, you are very inappropriate and rude. Shame on you, Matt Striker. Shame on you. Scott says to Matt Striker, Michael Cole put you up to that. Striker is about to drink a Coors Light there, but Robert Knight snatches it away from him and snaps into the garbage can. And it says that is very bad and hazardous to your health. Matt Striker then takes out a cigar, but Scott Kisagio Esquire takes it away from him and his Slim Jim and throws it away as he calls him fickle, fickle, fickle. Then Matt Striker has an ice cream, but General Jerry comes up and takes the ice cream bar away from Matt Striker. Says it's mine, not yours. Knight tells Striker to change his appetite and go on a diet. Oh God, do we really have to listen to Sir Robert Knight and Scott Casey Gill continue to tell people what they can and can't eat? Like I said, like many people said, this is America. It's a free country. Stop telling people what they can and can't eat. Shut the hell up, Scott Casey Gill, Esquire, and Sir Robert Knight, and the Western Incorporated. Oh God, please, enough is enough already. And I encountered to say that Scott Kiske and Sir Robert and are paranoid, and they are so paranoid. Then a Liam Hardy vignette is shown saying he will make his wrestling debut at the Revolution Rumble pay-per-view, and he will be in the Royal Rumble. Liam also told the NWS superstars to beware because he is coming to make a huge impact. As me and Don Callis won down the Revolution pay-per-view card, then Matt Striker has a sit-down interview with NWS World Heavyweight Champion Dallas Counterman. Matt Striker says he was on assignment earlier today before he came to do commentary, and he says we'll be back at commentary to me and Don Cuss this Sunday at Revolution Rumble. Well, striking then interviews MW's World Heavyweight Champion Dallas Counterman. Dallas then reprimands Matt Striker, demands he treat him and our heroic leader Scott Kisagio Esquire, Joe Robert, and the MW's Intercontinental Champion General Joy with the proper respect, or he will put a beat in him. The same goes with me, Josh Mathews, and Don Callis, and a disrespectful, annoying tool backstage interview on Michael Cole. Striker then asked Dallas how does it feel to be the World Heavyweight Champion in the Agents Incorporated. Dallas says it feels glorious and wonderful, and it says his life has been great. Striker then asked him his thoughts on Jack Harvey, questioning him about his friendship with Jesse James Resurrect, his tag team partner, if he knew that he was joining the Agents Incorporated. Dallas says he does not know why Jack would question him like that and wonders if he's trying to draw a wedge between him and Jesse, like he is with Hellhound and the Agents Incorporated, and wants Jack, if he wants to stay on a respectable civil level, then Jack's not questioning him of his friendship anymore with Jesse, and just leave it at that. Matt Striker asks about Ian Cleland. Dallas calls Ian Cleland an absolute ungrateful human being, pathetic excuse of a man who loves to stick his big nose where it does not belong, and says Ian is not even on his level. One does not need to waste any more time on him, or he will make sure Ian's career is over. And Ian has a habit of going to business for himself and uses people in Jack's ownership to get his own way, and is a complete fuck up and will fuck up again. He guarantees it. Striker then asks Dallas about Mitchell Mayette. Dallas says he already gave his thoughts on Mayette and suggests Striker watch his promo on Mayette and the NWS Revolution channel. Matt Striker then asks him when Dallas is going to defend his World Heavyweight Championship again, and why he is not defended on a regular basis. Dallas says he only defends on pay-per-view because he feels it is necessary. Striker then asks Dallas why is he not defending it at the Revolution Rumble, and why he did not defend it at Fire Survivors. Dallas gets annoyed and says, Matt Striker, you are beginning to piss me off with that stupid question. If you think I should defend it, then why don't you face me or Striker at Revolution Rumble? Dallas says that he knows Striker does commentary with me, Josh Mathews, and Don Callis, and he will be on commentary this Sunday, but he can do double duty, and he knows he still wrestles in independent wrestling. Dallas tells Striker he has given him the opportunity that no other wrestling company would because they overlooked him. Matt Striker then kind of accepts, says, may the best man win. Dallas and Striker shake hands, and shake hands. We're sort of making the person, and then Dallas attacks Matt Striker from behind by hitting him on the back of the head with a microphone as the Agents Incorporated one down and attacked Matt Striker. General Jerry drops Matt Striker with the Jerry Bomb as Dallas whacks Striker in the face with MWS World Heavyweight Championship, busting him open, and he lays him out with the Sister Abigail as Sir Robert Knight plants Striker with the Knight Star Drop, and Scott Kisagio Esquire delivers the SCG driver on Matt Striker, and then Scott and Robert Knight deliver the deliver the demolition decapitation on Matt Striker. Then the Agents incorporated four-man powerbomb Matt Striker full table as they get under the mic and say, "Serves you right, Matt Striker." Dallas says to Matt Striker, "I warned you." And I Josh Mathews, discussing commentary, say that was absolutely uncalled for, and all that Matt Striker was doing was his job. And the Agents Incorporated went too far, absolutely too far. And then Sir Rob Knight then joined me and Dom Callis for commentary for the Western Night. I Josh Mathews went off on Sir Rob Knight and said he and his bitch boys in the Agents Incorporated stooped to a new low, and the Matt Striker was only doing his job. Then Sir Rob Knight told me to silence myself, or the same thing will happen to me. And if he has to, then Sir Rob Knight will put me, Josh Mathews, over his knee and give me a spanking. And tells Callis the same thing goes for him. Don Callis says whatever you say. I Josh Mathews and say to Rob Knight, I do not swing that way, and I'm happily married to my wife Madison Wayne. Then me and Callis plugged the main event. Rob Knight then stared at me and glared at me very dirty. And there was a main event, Universal Championship, glass steel cage match. Scott Casey Gale Esquire with Dan Evans defeated Mitch Myatt. Sir Robert Knight was on commentary during this match since he was banned from interfering in this match. It was completely annoying on commentary. The glass cage lowered as Scott and Myatt beat the hell out of each other as Myatt wasted away on Scott and immediately busted him open, slamming him face first in the glass, then gave him a big boot and a spinning heel kick as he pounds away on him and beats on him with a candlestick and singing point until Scott Casey Gale wakes him in the eyes and gives him a face break and then a leg dive and locks Mitchell Myatt in the SCT recliner, but Myatt refuses to give up as he gets out of it. Scott and Myatt trade blows as he hits Myatt on the head with a steel chair, then the steel steps. Scott then suplexes Myatt on the glass and then right through the glass, which busts him open. Me and Callis are calling this match with Western passion and emotion, while Rob Knight is cheering for Scott and bragging on how great he is and proud he is to have his best close friend and brother for life. I Josh Mathews say to Sir Rob Knight, then why don't you marry him? Then Rob Knight tells me to watch it and shame on me. As both men are down, they finally get up and trade blows as Scott is beating down on Myatt and dominate him until Myatt fights back with a flapjack and then a corkscrew shooting star leg drop and a 630 senton for a glass table. Myatt then dumps thumbtacks as he jackknife powerbombs him on them. Scott wipes in pain, and rightfully so. So as Myatt goes to pin him, but he kicks out and pokes Myatt in the item, gives him a cross-biting double underhook pile driver as he beats on him with a baseball bat and glass bottle and chokes him with the barbed wire as Myatt elbows him and plants Kinsash on him as he goes to pin him, but Scott has his foot on the rope as Myatt plants three more Kinsashas, then drags him in the middle ring and he goes to pin him, but Scott kicks out and bites him off, and then Scott low blows him and he maces Myatt in the face, face blinding him. Then he low blows him again and drops him with the SCT driver through a flaming glass table and pins him for the victory. Winner and still NWS Universal Champion Scott Casey Gale Esquire via pin with the SCT driver. And this match lasted 25 minutes and 57 seconds. After the match, Scott then spits on Myatt's face and beats on him some more. And I, Josh Mathews, are disgusted. Then commentate with disgust. Come on now, damn it, Scott, you won the damn match. Enough is enough. Scott then exits the cage as Sir Wappenite gets up from the commentary table and hugs him, and they go in the skybox suite to celebrate with the rest of the Agents Incorporated and newest member and personal interviewer with King Carly Bernard. You know, I gotta say, Mitchell Myatt almost came close to winning. But Scott, of course, had to cheat. Scott Casey Gale, of course, had to cheat like the bitch that he is, and he had to low blow him and mace him in the face. Because that's all that Scott Casey Gale Esquire is about, is cheating. You know, one of these days, Scott Casey Gale is gonna get what's coming to him. It's gonna come back, bite Scott back in the ass. One of these days, he's gonna lose his NWS Universal Championship. And then I just have a saying comedy. This Sunday is the Revolution one where Jack Harvey will get his revenge on that bastard Scott Casey Esquire, and Shane McMahon will fight Sir Robinite for the Hardcore Champion. Michael Scars Minor will face Hellhound for the Scars Championship, and our broadcast colleague Matt Striker will face Dallas Common for the World Heavyweight Champion. However, from what I've heard, that is still in question. We don't know if that's actually going to happen because Matt Striker did suffer minor injuries, and we don't know if we'll be able to show up at Revolution One, but do the attack from the Agents Incorporated. And then after that I would say then there will be the Revolution One. Who will be the surprise and who will win We are out of time. Good night, everybody. Don Keller says, see you to Sunday. The show ends with the Agents Incorporated celebrating in the Skybox suite. And then Jack Harvey's in shown watching on his monitor with a smug on his face as the show ends. Well, I gotta say it was a pretty good show, but I did not but I did not like how Scott Kissigale had to cheat to beat Mitch Mayette. I mean, what and then unfortunately now we have to listen to another Scott Kissigale promo. What else is new? Scott Kissigale promo. Oh God, oh God, oh God, that's gonna put me to sleep. How much? And we all know that Scott Kissigale is going to say the same thing over and over. He's going to talk about how the environment is polluted and how he believes in censorship and he's going to go ahead and bitch and complain because Jack Harvey was giving the fans what they want. Oh God, do you fans really want to listen to another Scott Kissigale environmentalist promo? Do you? Anyway, thank you to the two viewers or three viewers that were watching. Josh Mathews will be back either this Sunday or Monday to do the Revolution Rumble for pay-per-view review. And if anybody's up for it, maybe hopefully me and Don Kellis can do an MWS Revolution Rumble group review. So if you're up for a group review, let me, Josh Mathews, and Matt Striker know. And hopefully maybe we can do a promo off on Saturday if anybody's available or Sunday. And anyway, let me know. But anyway, if anybody, like I said, if anybody wants to do a Revolution Rumble pay-per-view group review, let me and Josh Mathews know and because me and Don Carlos are gonna host it along with the next week's Revolution Impact. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our NWS Revolution YouTube channel for all your promos, modes, interviews, breakdown previews, reviews, confrontations. Also, like our new NWS Revolution Facebook page where you could see promos on there as well. And follow us on Twitter at NWS Revolution Rumble. And that's all I just Mavericks gotta say. Thank you for watching and good night everybody. Buddy, Josh Mathews out.